It's game time on The Score, the place for local winter high school sports. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hampden Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HampdenLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas pellet and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we're your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet. Our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union. Building lifelong relationships. Get connected. Stay connected. KVFCU. Invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank. Making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland. Teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care. 216 Main Street, Waterville. Your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second-generation family-owned in Herman and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good evening from the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. Tonight, The Score brings you live coverage of Class B North Hockey. Hampden Academy Broncos are in town. They'll take on the Cony Rams. Welcome to our broadcast. I'm Mike Violet. He's A.J. Knight. Our Score crew on hand here as well. As we get ready for this one, it's been a while since we've been inside the old barn, even though it's not an old barn, that's for sure. It's one of the newest barns going, but it's one of those rare nights where it's colder outside than it is here in the room.
Very rarely is that the case, but that happens to be true tonight. I think people wandered into the ice vault just to warm up a little bit. Hot chocolate ain't bad here either.
Exactly. The Hampden Academy Broncos have been pretty warm themselves. They're 5-1 coming into this one. Teams haven't played many games. Cony's only played 5. They're 3-2. Right now, Hampden Academy is at the top of the heap in the Class B North heel points, although we're not even halfway through the high school hockey season. We are at about halfway of the high school basketball season, but here in the world of hockey, we're just 5 or 6 games in. So some trends have developed. Some trends are believable and some are not believable. The one trend I noticed in looking at some of the numbers for this game here tonight is the amount of goals that the Cony Rams are scoring. They're scoring 6.6 goals a game. When you score 6.6 goals a game, it's hard to believe they're only 3-2.
3-2, yeah. No, and I'm excited for this matchup. I think a real barometer was Hampden Academy, even with the losses they suffered from last year with graduation. Traditionally a pretty strong program, and in the short time that I have lived in Maine, Cony really feels like over these last two plus years that they've really ramped up in terms of just continuing to build that program. Last year, I think they finished as the 4 seed in the playoffs. I think one of the more underrated sporting events, not to take anything away from tonight, but one of the more underrated sporting events in the winter season is if Messill wanders down to the ice vault to take on these Rams. But I think it's a good barometer of some teams that I think can make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, no question about it. And this Hampden Academy team has one loss, and that was to the Messalonski Eagles by a score of 4-1. So they have lost to Iron so far in their play. And Hampden Academy is doing this despite losing a ton of players from last year's team.
Yeah, 8 seniors. That's what makes that record, like you said, very early in the hockey season, but the 5-1 start really impressive as a young team. Talking about specifically tonight needing to focus on defensive intensity, because despite that trend probably not being sustainable, Hampden Academy does know if they don't play sound on defense, this Cony team has shown it can score goals.
Yep, and mentioned in the email exchange that we had with Zach Wilson, the head coach of the Hampden Academy Broncos, they've lost those 8 seniors. He said, hey, Cony's really deep team from top to bottom, and with the blend of schools they really have a nice pool to draw from, and they have some outstanding talent on this team. But from their own hometown, Cooper Clark, one of the top goal scorers you're going to find, and we have one from Hampden Academy in Boston Merrow. Those two guys can score. Merrow's got 15 goals this year. Clark's got 9 already. So those two guys can really gun.
Yeah, and I think the depth, I think, is a really interesting point, because in a game like this, the ability to comfortably flex out even just a third offensive line, sneak in, I don't know if you'll get much deeper than that, but to flex that out early just means you're going to have fresher top 2 lines down the stretch, which can make all the difference, especially if you find yourself in a special team situation.
And in goal, Aiden Surin is a junior for Hampden Academy, and in goal for the Cony Rams, another junior, Ryan Bork. So we've got a matchup of juniors in goal, Bork for Cony and Surin for the Hampden Academy Broncos. The teams, as you can see, well, you haven't seen them yet, but believe me, you will in a second, are on the ice going through. There you go. Their pregame warm-ups. We're just about set to go. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. The puck drop is next from the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. It's high school hockey next on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way,
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades. And Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts. So your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWATs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, all aboard that crazy train, back here live at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. Hampden Academy and Cony ready to go at it. Hampden Academy will start Lucas Dunn at center. He'll be between Boston Merrill on the left side. Wyatt Allen is on the right side. Zach Wilson and Silas Bryant playing defense, with Aiden Saran starting in goal, the junior, for the Hampden Academy Broncos and their head coach, Zach Wilson. Cony will go this way. Cole Harrington at center. Cooper Clark on the right side. Ben Platt on the left side. The defense pairing, Zach Waddell and Gabe Godbout. And Ryan Burke will be in goal for the Cony Rams, and Coach Dan Foster, who just took over before Christmas. And we are set to go. Cony obviously in the white, trimmed in the red. And the Hampden Academy Broncos in their blue, trimmed in the white. Cony going left to right, Hampden Academy right to left. And down to our left, Ryan Bork. And down to our right, Aiden Saran. And we are set to play hockey here from the Ice Vault. Class B North action between these two pretty much top flight teams. And on the draw, it's Dunn and Harrington, and it is won by Dunn. Right back, and it's slapped right into the Cony zone. Back to get it for the Rams is Gabe Godbout. He got run to the boards there by Boston Merrow. Lost an edge. Cony able to bust it out on the right wing side. At center, Gunnar Weil, a really good-looking defenseman who wears number 4. A pretty famous defenseman in Boston Bruins history wore number 4, that's for sure. Not making any kind of comparison. This should be icing and is on the Hampden Academy Broncos, so they'll bring it back and face it off. 30 seconds into the first period. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college, with over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Face-off is controlled by Zach Wilson, and the pass out of the zone by Wilson, right back in, though, by Connor Callahan. Wilson back with it. Wilson behind the net. Double team there, taken away. Centering pass is blocked. Good play in front there by Silas Bryant to block that side of the net. Saran reached for it. Now coming away with it is Zach Wilson, and Wilson clears it out to center where Jacob LaValle has it. LaValle lost it, and it's backhanded in the zone by Colby Pangburn. Around the boards, it's behind the net. Cony able to come up with it here. Connor Callahan, a struggle. Got it up the near boards, and LePage able to bang it out of the zone. All the way back to get it is Miles Shields. No icing. They say it was touched on the way by. Up to Wilson, left wing side. Can't get it out. At the point, a shot is blocked there off the pads of Miles Shields. In front, it's in! It popped in front and then behind Aiden Saran. And a minute 26 in, Cony gets the jump, and they lead it 1-0. I have no idea who scored for the Rams.
Unless there was a late deflection there, Mike. That was Cooper Clark on the goal.
Cooper Clark, if it is, it's number 10 on the year for him. It is 1-0 Cony. We'll wait for the announcement to nail it down, but Clark, who had 9 goals coming in, might have number 10 unless there was the deflection that AJ mentioned. So the Rams get the jump on their home ice. This is fired in, and this will be icing on Cony, and they'll bring it back and face it off to the left of Ryan Bork.
Taking a look at the Mid-State Machine instant replay while they get set up here. I'm pretty sure 100% that's all Clark.
All right, the Mid-State Machine replay never lies, as we know.
There's a helper.
It's a scientific fact.
Yeah, 100%. There's a helper in there. We know, specifically when it comes to Cony, we know it gets involved a lot.
Face-off won by Hampden Academy all the way back, though. Here we go. Yep.
Assisted by number 9, Ben Platt, and number 27, Zach Waddell.
So Waddell and Platt with the assist at 1:26. And it is 1-0 Cony. Back in the Ram zone. Connor Callahan, bottom of the circle, being harassed there by Dunn. Dunn, a heck of a forecheck. In the near corner, that's Merrill. Back to Weil. Weil, a deflection and a save in front by Bork. Skated off there by Jacob LaValle. Good pressure here by Hampden Academy. That was a good bid there by Weil. He got what he wanted, a deflection, and it almost went in. Center ice now. Jackson Wing gets turned back. Now it's Dobbin firing it in. Cony will change on the fly. Hampden Academy with a partial change. Isaac Furrow back in his own zone. Off the dasher, out to center. Collected there by the Cony Rams, Sam Corrigan. It's dumped in the zone by Zach Waddell. Around the boards, into the corner. Scooped up by Miller around the boards. Miller can't clear. Past the pinch of Waddell. Now good pressure by Cony in front. It's turned away by the stick of Saran. Now a bust out here for Hampden Academy. Over the line, it's Pangburn. His shot went wide. At the right point, it is kept in by Miles Shields. Now jumping up was Bryant to keep it in. And it pops out to center where Pangburn fires it in, and he got belted to the boards. Stapled there by Cooper Clark, who's a real good hockey player. He does it all. He scores, he hits. He's a heck of a skater. And it's flipped in the zone now by Cale Harrington. Cony will partially change at the point. Waddell kept it in. A shot now from the side of the circle by Clark went wide. All the way around. Wing tries to center it. Scooped up there by Dunn. Dunn can't clear. Now it's turned back by Cony. Relentless forechecking by the Rams. In deep for Cony, it's Dobbin. That's blocked. His attempt to center it. It's cleared out by Hampden Academy. No icing because it doesn't go far enough. And back to fetch it for the Cony Rams is Jacob LaValle. LaValle slowed at center, picked up by Callahan. Callahan to the Hampden Academy line. Now he fires it up to Miller does Weil. Now Weil has it at center. Weil just drops it in the zone. Dump and chase here by Hampden Academy. Around the boards, jumping up on the forecheck, Lucas Dunn trying to keep it in. He did. Centering pass right there. Anderson, a shot and a save. Right in front was Griffin Anderson, the freshman forward, with one of the best chances he'll ever have. In the corner, still in the Cony zone. Good pressure here by Hampden Academy. Callahan is boxed in. Now they work it out. Here comes Cony. Harrington at center and running into Lucas Dobbin there was Miller with a big check. Brody Miller with a great open ice check. That'll slow a play down. That's for sure. Far side, it's Godbout. Up to the Hampden Academy line. Weil turns it back in all the way down. And Zach Waddell back behind his net. Centering pass looking for the streaking Ben Platt. It goes right on. And it's a stop there and a save by Aiden Saran, the junior goalie. So we've had some pretty good action here in 5 minutes and 5 seconds.
Ooh, there's that big hit again. Yeah, Cony, Hampden Academy talked about how forecheck was going to be a big part of their game. Thus far, that Cony's done a better job of really just extending possessions in the offensive zone.
Face off to the right of Aiden Saran. Geez, I haven't heard Come On Eileen in a while. You know it? It's been a while.
Just for you, Mike.
One-hit wonders, baby. Zach Wilson near boards. Can't clear it out. Kept in. Wilson will try it again. The assistant captain flips it out to center ice. Collected there. Fired right back in by Lincoln Dobbin. Now it is Wilson. Tipped out. Good job there to get it out of the zone by Wyatt Allen. But back to get it in the Cony zone is Gabe Godbout. Godbout's got it by the line there, and Wyatt Allen at the point. Now it's flipped high into the air, bounces behind the net, and back to get it for Cony Waddell. Waddell, good pass, dropped it up the boards to Wing. Wing, oh, great play at center by Dobbin to avoid a check. 2-on-2 over the line, saved by the goalkeeper, Saran. And Cony now with the pressure. Boy, that was a great play by Lincoln Dobbin. I think that's one of the best plays I've seen this year. Right point now, Callahan. Callahan with a drive, and somebody got a stick. It was Dobbin on it. I thought that was going in for sure. Now back here comes Hampden Academy. It's done over the line. Broken up there by Platt. And Platt clears it out to center to Weil. 1-0, some furious action here. Cony in front on a goal by Cooper Clark. A minute 36 in. Fanning on it there is Bryant, and it's cleared out by Cony. Cony, 2 men up. Right wing side now, Clark, or center, I should say, right down the slot to the right wing, Clark. Kept in by Cony, centering pass is knocked away. Skating it out now, Miles Shields. Shields dumps it to the Cony line, collected there by Callahan. Deflects off the dasher to Saran. Saran to the boards. Picked up there by Clark, and now it's backhanded all the way down, and moving on it is Bork. Had to make a save there, and each team will get a partial change at center. Harrington sent away Clark. Look out, he fanned on the shot. Backhands the center in the slot. That is skated off there by Matthew Donahue. Behind the net, Clark centering pass, but nobody home there except Weil, who cleared it. Boy, the action is furious in this one. In the first period, we're almost halfway through. It's 1-0 Cony. At center, Weil jumps up, collects the loose puck. Weil over the line, fires one, and a blocker's save there by Bork, although I think it was going to go wide. Falling down in front, Donahue. Now, good headman pass. Here's Clark. Clark plays it to himself against Wilson. The centering pass is blocked there. Cody Fournier just off the bench had a shot at it. Now Weil reverses course. Weil near side to Anderson. Anderson trying to get it out and does to center. 7 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Cony on an early goal by Cooper Clark. Around the net, it's LaValle. Works it out to center. Wilson collects it, fires in, got hit there by Kyle LePage just as he did. LaValle back in his own zone to Dobbin. Boy, Dobbin again almost got wrecked there by Furrow in open ice. He avoided that partially. Good body check on the far boards by Dunn right in front of his own bench. Now back to the Cony line, it's LaValle. LaValle off the dasher. Good job to get it to Callahan. Headman pass. There he is again. That's Harrington behind the defense floating. He and Wilson go for it. Little battle there. Harrington behind the net. Harrington gets a pass back from LaValle. Now it's stolen by Wilson. Wilson can't clear. Kept in, shot wide, short side. As the goalkeeper, Saran, went down to his knees on that one. Right wing side, here's Furrow. Isaac Furrow all by himself. His shot is blocked. And the rebound picked up, and right around the net is Callahan with a head of steam. Callahan barreling at center. That's wide on the glove side. Off the dasher, Harrington rolls around the boards. Now to Weil on the near side in the left wing corner. Weil left it there for his teammate. That is Colin Duplessis. That shot wide. Actually, it was Anderson. Rebound off the dasher to Leet. Centering pass right in the slot, right on the doorstep. A save by Ferran, and Hampden Academy able to skate it off. Getting it out of the zone, Wyatt Allen just barely. It's right back in. Cony gets a change. Here's Weil. Weil touch pass to center to Shields. Left wing side to Allen. That didn't connect. And now Cony back in their own zone. Starting again. Pass to no one at center. Wilson has it deflect off a Cony player. Scooped up by Fournier. Or checked up by Clark. Clark over the line goes wide. Shoots, and a save there by Ferran. And he hangs right under that rebound. Sticked it right back to himself. You don't want to give Cony any rebounds tonight. 4:58 left in the first period. Very few whistles. They are up and down. It's 1-0 Cony.
And again, Cony's just being relentless. Feels like Hampden, when they get it out, it's just sort of get a breath, and then Cony's right back in.
All right, face off to the left of Aiden Saran. Looks like Jackson Wing will take the draw. He does. It is picked up, though, and we have a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1. Over the line, Furrow. Furrow tees it up, hits the side of the net. He had a spot there, and he tried to cherry pick it. That's broken up. Kept in by Dunn. Now back in front to Furrow, and it's broken up and skated off by Jackson Wing. Wing saved the day there. Wilson off his own teammate, Furrow. Into the Cony zone. Callahan picks it up. Callahan harassed by Dunn. Callahan got it up to Dobbin, who's had an interesting first period. Now, at center, here's Harrington. Harrington over the line on his off wing. Centers it, and right there was Dobbin, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Kept in by Waddell. Down low now, it's Harrington. Harrington tries to center. It's in front there. Loose puck picked up. Score! Kyle LePage makes it 2-0. Scooping up a loose puck. He had all kinds of net to shoot at because Saran was down, and the Rams lead it 2-0.
Wait just a second, Mike.
Discussion?
Yeah, they had a discussion, as you see on the Mid-State Machine Instant Replay. See, one of the Cony teammates gets stuck in the crease. He's the one that actually keeps it alive from his backside.
So might be goalie interference.
Given the explanation here, wait for confirm for sure.
Well, they put it on the board.
And it's going to stay a good goal.
All right, so the time of the goal, 10:57. And it's Kyle LePage. We'll wait for the assists. 2-0 Cony. Wonder what that discussion was all about. Here's Waddell back in his own zone, curls behind the net. Avoids a forecheck there. And out to center it rolls, and Brody Miller fires it off the boards on the far side. Cony has gotten most of the loose pucks here in the first period. And they've turned that into a 2-0 lead. Over the line now for the Rams, it's Fournier. Fournier loses control. Puck squirts out to center. Collected there by Anderson. Here's the announcement.
Kyle LePage. Assisted by number 5, Cale Harrington.
Harrington gets an assist.
LePage from Harrington.
And that'll be it.
That means Harrington was the one sitting on his butt in the crease that was able to keep that alive and picks up a helper for his troubles.
Well, obviously, we have a break here on an icing. Obviously, Harrington was in the crease, but no interference was ruled. That was what the discussion, I'm guessing, was about.
Yeah, you could see on the Mid-State Machinist replay, he's in the crease because he gets knocked down from behind by a defender.
Face off to the left here of Ryan Bork. Back to the point it goes. A shot and a glove save. He saw it all the way off the stick of Miller. And Bork Wearing the number 32, covers it up with that glove. Face off to his left again. It'll be Harrington on the draw with Dunn. One by Dunn. Back, a deflection, and it trickles wide. Miller with a pretty good shot. Got the tip he was looking for, but unfortunately it just dribbled away from the net. Dunn loses control of it. Plowed into there by Harrington. Picked back up by Weil. Weil dumps it in the zone. On the forecheck now, it's Boston Merrow, who's been pretty closely guarded here in the first period. And we've got a penalty coming or not? Nope.
I think it was delayed
offside. You're right. I saw the official with his hand up, but it was a delayed offside. Good call there, AJ. Back it's Wilson in his own zone. Off the dasher, right back up. Callahan runs right into Allen and fires it in the zone. 2.5 to go in the first. It's 2-0. The Cony Rams in front. Pass up to Allen, doesn't connect. Callahan at center. Callahan over to Waddell. Couple of good defensemen there. Waddell at center looking for Platt. Over the line now to Clark. Clark has it squared ahead to Platt. Platt can't get a stick on it. And Clark does. It trickles wide. Clark goes behind the net. Clark near side boards on the pinch. Coming up now for Cony is Cony Fortier. Check that. No, it's 34 Patrick Murphy. Freshman getting a shift here. He's a good-looking freshman, too. I've seen him play before. Back in the zone, it's Clark. Cooper Clark keeping it alive. Hampden Academy having a hard time getting it out. It deflects there off Dunn at his own line. Now a pass up for Shields. He doesn't get a stick on it. It rolls right on Bork, and Bork will cover it up for a face-off. We are down to $1:37 to go in the first period. 2-0 Cony.
The Hampden Academy's just been pretty much one and done. Even if they win the face-off here like they did last time, they get a decent look, but then Cony quickly gets a counterattack going the other way and gets some extended offensive ice time.
Cony needs a fifth skater out there.
Well, for Hampden, it feels like they've got 6 out there at all times.
Jackson Wing joins the party, and now he's going to come take the draw. Actually, no, it's 17. It's Kyle LePage who just scored. So he comes to join the party. Wins the faceoff, too. Leet has control of it off the boards. Clearing it out is Dobbin. Gets it up the far side. Over the line for Cony is Caleb Lorette in front. Centering pass and missing a wide open net. Kyle LePage. LePage had a wide open side, and he could not connect. He didn't get much wood on that. Back at the Cony line, it's Dobbin. Dobbin gets it over on the left wing to LaValle. LaValle punches it in the zone as we hit a minute to go. In front, right there, moving on the puck is Saran. Score! A flurry in front. And Cony has scored with 59.8 seconds to go in the period to make it 3-0.
Just a bunch of shots there by my count as we showed you the Mid-State Machine Instant Replay. At least 4. I believe it was 5.
Well, I got to wait on this one because everybody seemingly had a crack at it. And a backbreaker of a third goal allowed by Hampden Academy. And Cony leads it 3-0. Waddell at his own line, broken up at center. Back over the line now, Boston Merrow with a blast and a save by Bork. Merrow is very dangerous. He has 15 goals already on the season. Cooper Clark beats him to the puck there. Clark flips it down. Good play to Platt. Platt stayed onside, which was an even better play. Hampden Academy can't clear. Waddell goes to the net shot. Saran, I'm not sure if he got a piece of that or hit the side of the net. Shoulder, okay. And breaking it out now, it's Brody Miller. Miller rolls it around. 18 seconds to go in the period. Picking it up for Cony, Gabe Godbout. Over on the far side, Rams looking to punch it out. Kept in. Good job there forechecking by Lucas Dunn, but he can't keep it in. Breaking it out now, Waddell. Waddell picks up Platt. In front of Platt, and he couldn't handle the pass. And on that note, we end an exciting first period here at the Ice Vault in Augusta. Let's see if we're going to get that announcement before we go. Here it is.
Number 17,
Kyle LePage.
Assisted by number 8, Lincoln Dobbin. LePage from Dobbin.
So LePage from Dobbin at 14:01. So there's the completion of the first period scoring. Score at the end of one is the Cony Rams 3, the Hampden Academy Broncos nothing. Our Hammond Lumber first intermission coming up next here on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Hite Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Hite Chevy. Hite Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Hite family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here live at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. We are between the first and second period here tonight. Time for our first period intermission breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. A terrific first period, good up and down action, but the dominant side has been the Cony Rams. They have tilted the ice toward the right as we played through the first period, and the Rams scored 3 times in the period, and they scored early and they scored late. They scored at 1:26 on a goal by Cooper Clark with the assist to Platt and Waddell. That made it 1-0. That was an even strength goal at 1:26 of the first period, 1-0 Cony. Then we went all the way to the 10:57 mark off a flurry in front. Kyle LePage poked it in from Harrington. The assist to Harrington, Cale Harrington, to make it 2-0 Cony, another even strength goal. And then LePage scored again, 59 seconds left in the period from Dobbin. Another even strength goal. All the goals in the first period were on even strength situations. Kyle LePage, Cooper Clark with the goals, and it's 3-0 in favor of Cony here in our first period intermission. And our first period intermission breakdown brought to you by 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. 12-5, the shots on goal advantage here in the first period for the Cony Rams, and that seems about right. I mean, the territorial edge was certainly significant for the Cony Rams. They seem to be on the loose pucks and seem to have a little bit more skip in their step.
Yeah, and I think also, too, didn't shy away from physicality. Talked about how one of the advantages for Cony coming into tonight was the depth. And I think that depth allows you to play a little bit more physical because you can rotate some fresh bodies. As you saw, there's a huge hit in our first period highlights. But Cony, I think, did a much better job just with the forecheck. You saw the goals there. Harrington gets knocked on his butt, keeps it alive, and then more than anything, I think there's been
you got that wide open side there.
That's the close call. It's the other thing I was going to say is Hampden had one breakaway, maybe one deflection out of their 5 shots on goal. That's about it. Just about 2 good chances, whereas Cony has more than that in near misses. I mean, he didn't even see there at the end of the first period, right? Breakaway, 6 seconds left, slides it across ice just a little bit behind, but it would have been another great chance again where Saran would have to definitely make a save.
Yeah, and on the Cony side of things, goaltender-wise, Ryan Bourque has had a relatively easy first period, only 5 shots. There was one real tester. I think it was a deflection. But other than that, the shots have been from the perimeter, and there really hasn't been a tester. He's had a fairly easy first period. On the other side of things, Aiden Ferran has been very, very busy with 12 shots. He's made 9 saves in the first period, and certainly those 12 shots, good 7 or 8 of them have been real testers.
Yeah, I mean, especially you saw the 2 goals, and happy to show them to you again. The last 2 specifically, both of LePage's, Saran, you're going to see, I think, on the second one, doing what he can. Defender's going to shove Harrington here. He ends up in the crease, does a nice job keeping that alive. And then another smart play by Harrington, just not getting involved in the play, so there's no chance to call goalie interference. And then here, there's nothing but Cony people up front, and they finally knock it in. That one, I think you're Saran, you're talking to your defense. Hey, anybody want to clear the crease for me? Because they got, by my count, 5 shots on that one little scramble there.
Yeah, you were waiting for 2 things there. You were waiting for someone from Hampden Academy to sweep that puck away from at least the pile up there, or you were waiting for someone from Cony to score, which they did.
Yeah. No, I think Cony's done a nice job on the forecheck. Hampden's really struggled to clear it out of the zone, allowing Cony to get those extended possessions. And, of course, when you do that, right, you get tired defenders, and next thing you know, they're not where they're supposed to be on the crease. And you're an offensive player, doesn't matter how tired you are. You see that puck on the doorstep, you're going to find some juice in your legs.
This is our Hammond Lumber first period intermission. Hammond Lumber serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, Hammond Lumber. You can find them online always at hammondlumber.com. Tomorrow night, we hit Skowhegan for the first time. We have not been up to Scow Vegas.
Oh, they miss us.
During the winter sports season, A.D. Jones is looking forward to maybe a bunt clinic, maybe a free throw shooting clinic before the game, or maybe between games as entertainment. But we'll be there tomorrow night. It's a Lawrence Skowhegan double dip. The girls will tip off at 6 o'clock, and the boys will go at 7:30. We love these double dips.
I love it. Skowhegan doesn't matter what I love it anytime we go to Skowhegan, because it doesn't matter what the records are. It's rivalry. Rivalry means a whole lot more than what your records are. So Lawrence looking for the first one on the boys' side. That Skowhegan girls team looking to ruin a Lawrence perfect season.
I don't think there's much chance of that happening tomorrow night. But you never know.
It's going to be rowdy there, though.
Yep, but the boys' side, I'm really looking forward to those 2 teams going at it tomorrow night. Tom Netto and Jason Pellin are really good friends. The kids all know each other well.
Yep.
They've played several sports against each other, whether it's football, basketball, or baseball. And so it makes for all of the ingredients for a great rivalry game.
And for us, too, obviously, we were just at Lawrence the other night as the Brewer Witches came down to take on the Lawrence girls. Talked to Coach Pellerin, him and the Brewer coach were there after their game earlier today. And I believe by my count, 4 straight games, Lawrence, decent start, ends up having to fight back to get a lead and then just can't close, because that's what Coach Pellerin told us against the undefeated Brewer Witches boys team. Said that I think they took the lead in the third quarter, which is what they traditionally do, and then they end up losing by, 23?
25, I think.
Something like that. And so Lawrence just got to break they're right there so many times, they just run out of gas in the fourth quarter.
Boy, if you could just hit a couple of shots if you're Lawrence in the fourth quarter, it would make all the difference in the world. We are almost set here to go to the second period as the Zamboni finishes its appointed rounds. The score here in our first period intermission, the Cony Rams 3. And the Hampden Academy Broncos, nothing. We're back with second period action. That's coming up after this on The Score.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Logan, and Alan, our whole crew here at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. We thought this was going to be a pretty closely played game. First period, not so much. Cony with a 3-goal first period, 2 by Kyle LePage. They lead it 3-0 as we go to period number 2. All of the goals by Cony, even strength goals. Haven't had a penalty called yet in this game. Of course, I probably jinxed it.
I was going to say, barely any whistles, period.
Yeah, a very, very quickly paced first period.
Which obviously favors Cony with their extra depth. They're happy to get a little physical, get up and down, as that Hampden Academy roster a little skinnier than I remember from last year.
Yep, 8 seniors are gone, and even though they too are a co-op team with Nokomis, the numbers don't match Cony's. Cony's drawing from Cony, Halldale, Winthrop, Miranda Cook, Richmond, and Erskine Academy. So that roster is plentiful. Bork down to our right, Saran down to our left. Off the draw, controlled by Cooper Clark, who had a goal in the first period. Over to Waddell, who fires it in the zone. Near side on the pinch for the Cony Rams. It was Godbout. Back it pops, though, in the Cony zone. Waddell beating Mild Shields to it. To the dasher it goes. Right point, unable to keep it in. Miller, though, did fire it back in. His team has got a touch up. They do. So no offside called. Up to the Cony line. Good break out there to Harrington. Harrington over the line. Harrington over to Clark. Clark to the side of the circle to get it. Clark lost it. Trying to clear it there was Miller, and he just barely got it out. Right back in. Platt. Off the dasher, it's Weil. Weil hit the stick there of Clark trying to clear it. Back in the corner, Miller. Miller cleared it out to center. And back to fetch for the Cony Rams, Jacob LaValle. LaValle being forechecked by Boston Merrow. And I can only recall Merrow having one shot on goal in that first period. That was it.
Very quiet.
He of 15 goals. Here's Clark. Clark over the line, and his shot was blocked there. Miller got back in the play, got a stick on the shot. Boy, you got to keep your eyes on Clark. He's such a gunner.
Well, to your point, as we saw to start this period, Cony does a really nice job of knowing where their teammates are and really just little passes, and all of a sudden they've got someone full steam heading down in the offensive end.
All right, Jackson Wing on the draw for Cony. Silas Bryant for Hampden Academy. The draw is won by Cony. Back to the point. That one's deflected high, and I mean really high. The shot originally from Callahan. It did not hit the ceiling, however. And so play continues. It went really high. In the corner, we got a scrum for it, and finally a whistle as the officials say it's a hand pass in the offensive zone. So they're going to bring it back in the Cony zone and face it off to, I believe, the left of Ryan Bork.
That's a chance here for Hampden. They are in desperate need of an extended offensive possession.
Well, just getting a face-off in the offensive zone is an accomplishment. It's Bryant on the draw with Wing. Won by Wing, but he goes down around the boards. Picked up on the dasher there by LePage. LePage got checked by Bryant. At the right point, here is Furrow. Furrow rolls it to the front of the net, trying to get it there. Is Wyatt Allen. Does. In front. Loose puck. Back to the point. Miller can't keep it in. Breaking it out is Daubin. 3-on-2. Over the line, it's Wing. Wing's shot is wide. The rebound there, LePage. LePage, Allen picks it up. That loose puck is cleared out. It's touched by Cony. It's on net anyway, so it's not going to be icing him. Bork gives it to Waddell. Waddell being harassed there by Furrow. Furrow's going to be out of gas. He's been out there for a long time. Off the dasher and out for Cony. Miller up the far boards to Matthew Donahue. Donahue works it in the corner. Donahue working it there with Dunn. Now Cony able to collect. They clear it out to center. Right back in is Miller. Miller dumps it back in on the forecheck. It's Shields. But up it goes to Dobbin. Dobbin tried to play him to himself, but Dunn took it away. Dunn over the line. Dunn, a shot glove save. That was going to go wide. We had a good angle on that, but Bork grabs it with a glove, and he'll hang on. We'll get a draw with 12:14 to go in the second. 3-0. Burn, baby, burn, and that's what Cony is doing right now, leading 3-0.
I was saying that breakout, it was a great play actually by Dobbin. Got a stick lift that stopped a possible in-close chance, and then he started the breakaway the other way for the Rams.
All right, Bryant's on the draw here against Cale Harrington. And won easily by Harrington. Harrington to the corner to Godbout. Godbout trying to come up the near side, can't. Now Harrington jumps into the fray. He can't clear. Weil goes down the boards to Furrow. Also down there is Silas Bryant, but it's cleared out by Cony. This is going to be icing on the Rams. So already here in the first 3 minutes plus, we've had more whistles than we had in the first.
Thus far, benefiting the Broncos as they're at least finding the puck sticking down at their offensive end a little bit more.
Face off to the left of Ryan Bork. And it is won by Cony eventually. Waddell backhands. It takes a funny bounce off the dasher, picked up by Harrington. Harrington, who can barrel, down side of the circle to Clark. The shot is a save, I believe, there by Ferran. The rebound at the left point. Godbout tries to keep it in and does. We got a battle on the boards. Squirts out to the middle. Here comes Wilson. Wilson with a head of steam. Zach Wilson goes wide, shot wide on the short side. Hampden Academy changes on the fly. Cony trying to catch him on a change here. They almost did. Rolled in by Godbout. Hampden Academy gets back in. They call that icing, or is there a penalty? No, it's interference.
You see here, see a little bit late. See if you can see it. Weil's going to get the stick knocked out of his hand. You see right there, and I think that's what the penalty's going to be.
And going to the box is Cooper Clark, and that will be a penalty that Hampden Academy will take all the time. You can get one of the best players on the team off. 47, time of the penalty. Clark for interference. Face off in the Cony zone. The Rams win it, fire it all the way down to Saran. Back to get it, Miller. Man advantage here for Hampden Academy. A chance to get back in this hockey game, trailing 3-0. This power play not off to a good start. Weil up the boards to Miller. Miller, a pass to no one in particular, but it rolls right free. A shot and a save! Oh, almost scoring there was Boston Merrow, who went down really hard. And Merrow finally gets up. Now he loses an edge. And he's got to get to the bench. He is really hurt. We got a Cony player hurt at center ice who's down. The puck ends up on Saran as play is blown dead. Did he hit him accidentally in the head with his stick?
No, take a look. I'll show it to you again. Take a look at this, Mike. It doesn't look like an accident to me. Watch this.
Oh, man.
That's a full-on close fist.
That's a cheap shot right there. That's a cheap shot that they missed right there.
We got it right here on the Mid-State machine, as you see here, right at the line. Boom! Throws a fist right there, and I believe, is that 17 or 12? Tough to see with the jersey cover.
Number 14, Cooper Clark. 2-minute minor for interference.
All right,
Clark at 3:37 in the first, 2 minutes for interference.
All right, so up and skating off is Lincoln Dobbin. We do have a player in the penalty box for Hampden Academy.
Yeah, we'll show it to you one more time here while we take a look and then see the player.
Officials.
17. Yeah, 17.
All right, officials having a meeting. That's Brody Miller. I'm assuming that's him in the box.
Yeah, there was no mistaking what happened there.
If they saw that, that to me is more than a 2-minute penalty. If they saw it.
And I don't know that they did because I'd like to think they would because that's where the puck was.
Well, they've just got 2 minutes up on the board, so it's only a minor.
That's a break for him.
Yeah, it's a real break because that could be a major roughing.
Or even an ejection.
All right, so we're 4-on-4 here. At the end of the 4-on-4, here's the
17, Brody Miller, a 2-minute minor for elbowing.
That wasn't an elbow.
He got off cheap. So we're 4-on-4 in front of. Deflection by LaValle went over the glass. He was wide open, and the net was wide open too. That was almost the fourth goal of the night for the Cony Rams. Instead, puck went out of play. Face off to the right here of Aiden Saran. Draw one by Hampden Academy. We're 4-on-4. Here's Wilson being checked in the corner. Wilson tries the other side. Being harassed by Harrington. He finally got it out to center to Dunn. Dunn, cross ice pass to Murrow. Murrow with some fancy stick work there. He got upended, and Cony is going to be shorthanded. A tripping call is coming as Boston Merrow draws a penalty. He didn't fall? What did he do?
He said nobody fouled is what the fan said. I'll show it to you while we got a second here. I think it's a pretty good call. He didn't fall, but he definitely got hooked right there as he got spun. He actually take that back. He ended up on all fours. I don't know how you say he didn't fall.
He fell. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes. So Harrington out for a trip. And so it's a 4-on-3 advantage here as that goes all the way down on Saran. A 4-on-3 advantage. A lot of open ice. 39 seconds to work with. That 4-on-3. Ahead it goes to Dunn. Dunn over the line, pulls up. Back to Wilson. Wilson over. Weil, one-timer is a save there by Bork. Back it goes, and it deflects. Good job there to deflect it out of the zone by LePage. Over the line, Merrow. Merrow tees it up right in the breadbasket, though, of Bork, who could not help but make that save. 17 seconds left on the 4-on-3. 17 seconds left. Face off to the left of Bork. And coming out to take the draw here, Lucas Dunn. Wiles at the top of the circle. Wilson at the other point. Won by Hampden Academy. Back to Weil. Weil, side of the circle. Now back to Weil. Weil went back to Dunn. Seems kind of reluctant to shoot. We got another penalty. Merrow got tripped again. So with 3 seconds left on the 4-on-3, Waddell draws a penalty, and we're going to have a 4-on-3 when the 3 seconds expires.
Cony just parading to the penalty box right now.
Time of that penalty is 5:45. So we'll stay 4-on-3. And they're running out of room on the scoreboard here because there's only room for 2 penalties.
Yeah.
All right, face off to the left of Bork. It's 3-0 Cony. All 3 goals for the Rams scored in the first. Face off to the right of Bork. It'll be Dunn and Platt on the draw. 1 by Dunn. Now back to the right point. It's Bryant. Bryant goes up, shoots it very wide. Off the dasher, collected by Dunn. Back to Weil. Weil to Dunn, back to Weil. Now cross ice, Bryant has a hard time to handle it. Goes over to fetch it. In a screen, shoots it wide. Weil at the point, kept it in. Weil, top of the circle, shoots, and a glove save by Bork, and he hangs on. That's what you want on any shorthanded situation, any power play, is shots. And Hampden Academy needs to shoot the puck more.
I think Cony's living with it, though, because Hampden not getting anywhere close on these.
They're all from the perimeter. 51 seconds left on the 4-on-3. Again, the faceoff won by the Broncos, but it's cleared out by Cooper Clark. That all the way down on Saran. Saran leaves it there for Boston Merrow. Merrow with a head of steam. At center, cruises to the right side. Merrow over the line, makes a move in traffic there. A lot of white and red, and the Rams able to clear it out. 30 seconds left. Back is Weil.
5-on-3, Mike.
So now we're 5-on-3. Here's Dunn over the line. Drops it for Miller. Miller's shot is blocked. The rebound to Dunn. Now in front, trying to pick it up. Weil, loose puck is slid wide there by Merrow. 9 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Shields goes down low to Miller. Back to the point. That one deflects wide. And we've got a man back. And out of the penalty box is Harrington, and he's got the puck. Clark in the faceoff dot right there at the side of the net, and getting over was Ferrand to stop Alex Leet. And this is cleared down. It is not icing because it was tipped. So Cony shorthanded here for 25 seconds. Great move by Harrington. Harrington going against the whole Hampden Academy team. Harrington slides it in front, but the only man there is Weil. At the point, Leet. Leet's shot is blocked by Miller. Loose puck in the corner, collected by LePage. Back to the point, Cony can't keep it in. And 3, 2, 1, and the Rams are back to 5-on-5. They survive a 4-on-3, a 5-on-3. Here's LePage. Back to the point, Godbout. Shot saved there by Saran. 7 minutes to go in the second, still 3-0. Hampden Academy. At the side to the net, Weil skates it off. It rolls over to Miller. Miller clears to center, where it's picked up by Waddell. Waddell's pass too far in front of LePage. Back to get it, Weil. Weil got run to the boards. Far side, it's Shields. Shields is stopped. Stolen there by Cony. Back to the right point, top of the circle, Godbout. Over to Waddell. In the middle now, the shot by Platt went wide. Centering pass is blocked. The rebound to Wing. Wing bottom of the circle behind the Cony net, behind the Hampden Academy net now. Sliding it around the boards is Platt. Down low, Wing. Now it comes back to the point. Waddell shoots it around the boards. Miller plays it right by Cooper Clark and clears. Boy, they really needed that. And he gets the clear. They'll be able to change. 6 minutes to go in the second. It's 3-0 Cony. Here's Clark. Can't get over the line past Allen. He'll try the right side. Got checked there by Boston Merrow. Now Clark does get over the line. Going to the net is Leet, and he slid it right by him. Leet was there, couldn't get a stick on it. Shot's a save by Saran, and a little jam in front. Weil with a little bit of a push there. After the goaltender Saran knocked Cooper Clark back.
Hampden Academy took exception because during that, when Clark had to wait to enter the zone, Donna got a little shove, ended up hitting the ice. The refs miss. It's getting chippy here, and Cony, you can understand why. Again, one of their players took a closed fist, and then they ended up picking up 3 quick penalties after the fact.
All right, we got a late change for him. That Academy Mild Shields coming on. It'll be Harrington and Dunn on the draw, won by Dunn. To the boards, cherry picking it out of there and clearing it out is Bryant. In the middle, it's Dunn. Dunn with Merrow. Dunn shoots, missed. On the stick side, off the boards. LePage to center, scooped up by Leet. Leet checked, forced back by Bryant. Fans all want a penalty. I didn't see anything.
He grabbed a little bit there as he lost the puck.
And this is icing on Hampden Academy. And it'll come back in the Broncos zone for a face-off with 5:13 to go in the second period. 3-0 Cony.
It was Leet that had it poked away, and then as they were going to pin up in the boards, he gave him a little friendly side hug and kind of tied him up as he went to try and get the puck back.
We got a penalty.
Cony again. Yeah, and I think that's what it was. I think it's Leet on the grab.
All right, so Leet is out at 9:47. And so Hampden Academy back on the power play, but over the line for Cony is Platt to Clark, and he slid it wide. He was 10 feet in front on the glove side and slid it wide, and that one goes over the glass and out of play.
Number 6, Alex Lee, a 2-minute minor for holding.
Holding is the call
2-minute minor for holding
on Leet.
That's absolutely the right call.
Face-off will be to the left of Aiden Saran. It is Clark and Dunn on the draw. Not Brooks and Dunn, but Clark and Dunn. Miller can't clear. Now the Broncos get on it. Shields over to Dunn. Dunn, head man to Merrow. Merrow knocked away by Waddell. Great play by Waddell. In front, Merrow shoots and a save by Bork. On the doorstep, one of the best goal scorers in Maine high school hockey, and Bork got the best of him. Power play here for Hampden Academy. Knocked down on the play was Shields. He got decked. That was a cross-check. Now we've got Cony on the breakout, and Waddell missed. Now the puck goes right through the crease. Got a stick down and a player down at center ice, or just a stick now.
I think Hampden's going to send one to the box.
Yep, Miller's going to the box. So the penalties pile up here in the second after a penalty-less first period.
The refs got to get in on this one because this is getting real chippy in a hurry.
So Miller, this is his second penalty of the period. So we are 4-on-4 for the next minute and 1 second. 3-0 Cony. That is off the side of the net there by Kyle LePage, who's already got 2, looking for a Hattie. Fired all the way down. This is icing on the 4-on-4.
A 2-minute minor for slashing.
He gets a slash, so Miller with an elbow and a slash here in the period.
Mike, I think you were right on that LePage shot as we just showed on the Mid-State Machine instant replay. It was outside of the goal, but he hit pipe.
Yep, I thought so. All right, face off to the right here of Aiden Saran. Back to the left point, it's LaValle. LaValle slides it up. It's at the bottom of the circle. It's skated up by Bryant. Bryant trying to get it out. On the right side, right back in is LaValle, and on the loose puck is Saran. He'll grab a draw whenever he can.
This one has gotten chippy in a hurry. As you said, we had not only do we not have penalties, we had next to no whistles in the first period.
Up and down.
Here in the second period, we have 6 penalties.
Face off to the right of Aiden Saran. It is Clark and Dunn on the draw. Weil skates it around the net, clears it out. Waddell stops it at the blue line. Goes over on the left wing side to Fournier. Fournier going to the net is Ben Platt. Can't get it. Weil backhands it up the boards. On it now is Clark. Plays it back to himself, being checked by Wilson. Clark battling two Hampden Academy Broncos here. We're 10 seconds away from a power play here for the Cony Rams. That one's too far ahead of Merrill, but he's onside. Merrill fighting for it there with Godbout. And we've got the Cony Rams on a power play now. Wilson at center, stopped there by Platt. Platt over to Clark. He's got to wait for his teammate Leet to clear. He does. Clark in the slot, loses control. Now he knocks it off his skate. Clark right to the net. Clark a backhander score! What a magnificent goal by Cooper Clark. One of the best goal scorers in Maine. He went top shelf on the backhand, and it's 4-0 Cony.
You know, that one felt good for Cooper Clark. Really frustrated this Cony Rams team. Both teams have been frustrated. And Clark, that was outstanding top shelf on the backhand, like you said.
Power play goal at 12:08 for Cooper Clark. And a 4-0 Cony lead. One of the officials still over at the penalty bench. Now we're all set. Off the face-off, it goes to Callahan. Stopped at center by Hampden Academy. The Broncos fire it back in the Cony zone, but Cony right back out with it. Brody Miller. Whoop, that should be interference. No penalty called there on Callahan. He got away with one. Leet fires it off the boards, and I think it did go out of play, though.
Yeah, it did.
Yep, it did. Here's the announcement.
13, Cooper Clark, assisted by number 9, Ben Platt, and number 6, Alex Lee.
I don't know about that. Clark.
Hometown score.
Platt and Lee at 12:08.
So Platt and Leet get the assists at 12:08. 2.5 to go in the second period. The Cony lead has grown to 4-0. Back in the face-off circle in his own zone, Miller up the boards, right wing side, squirted right back in though to Weil. Gunnar Weil clears it out. Over the line, Shields. Shields forced wide. Shields back to the point to Miller. That is wide. Rolling around the boards to pick it up is Godbout. He's a really good defenseman. Godbout can't get it by Furrow. Now they do. Clear it out to the Hampden Academy line. Miller jumps right up over the line. Miller goes wide. Face-off circle. Short side and a save there by Bork. Bork held the short side and we get a whistle. And it's not a penalty. It's a violation of some sort.
Yeah, I missed it.
I did too.
I'll show you real quick while I have a second. Show that Clark goal again. This is unassisted in every definition of the word for me. He does a full half circle and then takes it in. I don't know how you give 2 assists, let alone, or 1 assist, let alone 2.
I didn't see the play up to the goal, so I'm not sure. That's knocked down, trying to tip it there in front is 58 Wyatt Allen. Now it's cleared out on the bust up. It's Harrington. Harrington has 2 men coming up. Harrington couldn't get it on net. Now it does end up in front, and it's cleared out now by Wyatt Allen. Up to Merrow. Merrow barreling. He may go it alone. Here's Merrow shooting, and he missed. Boston Merrow. A great rush, and he missed. On goalkeeper Ryan Bork. That's as good a chance as he's had tonight. Headman pass up to LePage, who's got 2 goals for the Cony Rams tonight. Back in the Hampden Academy zone, it's Wilson. 1 minute to go in the second period. Center ice, Godbout knocked a man down, knocked the stick away from Merrow. We get a whistle, it's offside at the Cony line.
Yeah, I think one of the things, Cony's taking the penalties. They were physical early. Hampden Academy, you want to match physicality, but you don't want to let it take you out of your game. And I think Hampden's letting Cony get under their skin.
Face off outside the Cony zone. It's Clark on the draw against Shields. Won by Shields. Weil drops it in the Cony zone. Shields can't keep it in there. Now it's spiked out. Picking it up at center, Donahue. Donahue wraps it in, back behind the net, Callahan. Callahan far boards for Platt. Platt headman pass for Clark. Look out. Clark and Miller. Clark wins that battle. He missed on the short side. At the left point, LaValle. LaValle falls down, lost an edge, shot on, and Saran with the save. With 18 seconds left in the second. Penalties galore.
That's an understatement.
All right, draw to the left of Aiden Saran. 18 seconds left. Right out in front and missing on the shot was Sam Corrigan. Corrigan right in the slot about 10 feet away, and he missed. Back to fetch it in the Cony zone. Jacob LaValle after the Hampden Academy clear. Up to Platt. Platt at center ice to wing. They don't connect, and the clock runs out, and that is it for the second period. One goal in the second. We have reached our second period intermission, and the score at the end of 2 from the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. The Cony Rams 4 and the Hampden Academy Broncos nothing. You're watching and listening to high school hockey on the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160, WSKW, The Score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a bi-weekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years.
We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since
Mike Violet, AJ Knight back here with our score crew at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta. We are between the second and third periods here tonight. It's our second period intermission breakdown now. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. The theme of the second period, penalties. That was at 6 penalties in that period. We had all kinds of different situations. We had a 5-on-4, we had 4-on-4, we had 4-on-3, we had 5-on-3, and yet through all of that, the breakdown, one power play goal, a brilliant one scored by Cooper Clark. We say unassisted. Yeah. They say Platt and Leet. The power play goal here, again, came from Clark at 12:08. Magnificent goal as he brought that puck, circled back around in front, went top shelf, the backhand high, and beat the goalkeeper for Hampden Academy, Aiden Saran.
Yeah, and at that point, I think it felt like a little bit of a breath of fresh air. And I could show you because I didn't include it in the highlights, but I did find it. So the whole thing started, Hampden Academy got a couple icings, a little bit slow pace back and forth. Then all of a sudden this happened. And it's like all hell broke loose.
You shot one of those.
Yeah, and so
little slap shot move there.
Refs didn't see it, ended up calling Miller for elbowing. Next thing you know, it is a parade to the penalty box with most of them being Cony.
So the second intermission breakdown, Clark at 3:47 interference. Brody Miller from Hampden Academy, 4:29 elbowing. Harrington from Cony for tripping at 5 minutes. Waddell went out for a trip at 5:45. Cony's Leet went out for a hold at 9:47. Miller went out from Hampden Academy for a slash at 10:46. So the second period breakdown from 201 Service in Skowhegan. The theme of it is penalties, roughhousing on the ice, and just the one goal. The shots on the second period in the second period. Hampden Academy actually outshot Cony. 7 shots for Hampden Academy. The Broncos have a 2-period total of 12. 6 shots for Cony. They have a 2-period total of 18.
Yeah, and I think for Hampden, you were surprised when I gave you the shots, but Hampden Academy, you got to be disappointed. You were up 4-on-3 for 3 minutes, I think, because it was 4-on-3. Then Cony got another penalty. So they got I think they got almost a full 2 minutes for sure. 4-on-3, couldn't do anything. They were up 5-on-3. And then Cony got the flurry at the end as we show you the second period highlights now, those watching our stream. And it was chippy. You're going to see a scrum in here for the second period highlights, but it is, we talked about last time we actually were here for the Ice Vault was 2 teams that didn't like each other very much in the
girls team?
Yeah, the Winslow Black Tigers
and Yarmouth.
Yarmouth. And we got a face wash penalty, which I have never heard of, which is what I think Miller could have gotten right there. They could have called the face wash again. But it was chippy in that second period.
Yep, it sure was. Chippy. Second period breakdown again brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Before we go to our final second period intermission break, tomorrow night doubleheader of high school basketball as the Lawrence Bulldogs will be in Skowhegan to take on the Riverhawks. Girls will tip off at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and the boys will tip off at 7:30. All right here, centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and the Score's YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. We are at Central Maine Sports on YouTube. Click the notifications bell. You'll get notified on when games begin, that is, when score lights happen, and so forth and so on. You know those little things you can buy, those little hot things to put in your gloves?
Yeah.
I need some of those.
Yeah, look at this. Logan went digital age. Let me see one. Logan went digital age with an electronic one. Or electronic pair, I mean.
Let me have, oh my God.
He had to learn the lesson, I think, the hard way after closing out the football season.
Where'd you get these, man? Amazon or what? Really? I am on to that, man. Thank you.
My wife has never been warm enough and somehow didn't get that on her Christmas list.
That's woo.
They're good.
Going on Amazon as soon as we go to break. 4-0 Cony over Hampden Academy. I'll order them and we'll be back after this.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
At Height Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Height Chevy. Height Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Height family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew back here as we get ready to roll at the Thomas College Ice Vault in Augusta to the third period. Cony Rams cruising, leading 4-0, 3 in the first, 1 in the second. And down to our right, Aiden Saran. Down to our left, Ryan Bork. And we will start out. That start out 5-on-5. We didn't have much 5-on-5 hockey in the second.
We did not.
Let's see if we can revert back to first period form and have some clean hockey played and some whistleless hockey like we had in the first period. Face-off won by Cony. Rams, though, lost it, and Hampden Academy dumps it in the zone. Weil back at the point, deflects right over, and missing right in front was Matthew Donahue. It deflected right to him in the slot, about 10 feet away, and he missed the net. Here's Clark. Nice little toe drag. Goes side of the circle. Centering pass skated off by Donahue. And down, we have a Hampden Academy player down, face down, back in the Broncos zone, and they're finally going to blow this dead. And going back is Miller to take a look at his teammate who went down. I didn't see it. We're looking at it now on the Mid-State Machine instant replay.
Take a look. I think it's a high stick you see here, Mike. Watch here late. Show you one more time. Watch here. He's going to get pinned against the boards.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Tough to see for our far side of the ice, but looked like a high
goodness
stick.
Gracious, they've got to get a trainer out there pronto. Oh, is she out there? Okay. Okay, she is out there. She was kneeling down. My apologies. She is out there taking a look at the injured player, and we think
looks
Brody
like
Miller?
a high stick. No,
it's 10. It's Shields. Is that? No, it's
0.
No, I think it's 10. Miles
Okay.
Shields.
Tough to
Miles Shields, and it's good to see Miles up on his knees now, planting a skate and up on his skates and getting off the ice. And it looks like he's helping the trainer more than she's helping him to skate off as she swads off. And there is not a penalty.
No, I don't think the ref saw it at all.
And so they'll face it off because they blew it dead because of the injured player. I thought they were going to face it off at center. They're going to face it off outside the Cony line. So here we go. 4-0. Face off outside the Cony zone. Puck ends up back in the Ram zone. It is slipped up to the red line by Callahan. Comes right back now to Jackson Wing. Wing over the line looking for Dobbin. Dobbin knocked off the puck, gets it back, and he shoots it high and wide on the glove side. Coming in Callahan on the pinch. Callahan rolls it around the boards. Weil pokes it around to the far side. Picked up by Dobbin there. Dobbin whacks it around the boards. Down low for the Cony Rams is Kyle LePage, who's got 2 goals tonight. Comes out of the zone to center. Right back in Callahan. Right back out Weil. Weil. Nice rush. Bottom of the circle. Weil goes deep. Weil run off the play by Callahan. Now the puck is scooped up by Dunn. Dunn can't do anything with it. And a great rush by Weil is wasted here. They got a man at center. Over the line. Wide open is LePage, and he scores! Kyle LePage with a hat trick. And it's 5-zip Cony.
Nice job by LePage waiting to stay onside there. That stretch pass catches him. And I think Saran might have got a piece of that because it looked like it knuckled over his shoulder. But all that matters, it goes in.
LePage scores at 1:34. Yeah, that's his hat trick. And it's 5-zip Cony. So a good night for Kyle LePage.
I'm going to say, Mike, you talked coming into the second period that we had such a whistle-free first period that you jinxed it. One of the things that we said in the pregame is that we're going to get a goalie change here.
Well, we did, and Parsons came in, and now he's leaving.
Weird. Say one of the other things you said that Coney's average 6 goals a game might not see that tonight. 1 off.
Yep. They have lit the lamp. Loose puck at center. Jumping on it is Waddell. Here's the LePage announcement. Dobbin, the assist on the LePage goal at 1:34. Back over the line is Leet. Knocked off the puck. Wilson up the far boards. And angled out of the zone. Up to Wyatt Allen. Allen at the Cony line. Allen challenging the freshman Patrick Murphy there, but coming away with it is Fournier. Fournier on the breakout. Good wheels. Fournier poke checked away. Excellent defensive play by Silas Bryant. Now Wilson with it behind his net. Up to Allen, top of the circle in his own zone. Clears it out right wing side. Trying to pick up Harrison Barassa there. Instead, Waddell wins the battle. And Cony's won a lot of puck battles tonight. And Waddell lugged it out of the zone, then gave it to Fournier. Fournier lost it. Steered back in off Bork. Over now to Murphy. Murphy clears it out to center. And back now is Waddell. 5-0 lead here for the Cony Rams. Large hill to climb here for Hampden Academy. The Broncos have had very few good chances. That one in a screen. Bork got a piece of that, and the rebound up the far side, working it out is Caleb Lorette. Lorette dumped it in, picked up now by Gunnar Weil. Around the boards to his partner there, that is Wilson. Wilson can't gain control of it, and instead it's Harrington. Harrington down low, shot pad save, you might have heard it there. Rebound, I think, also was a save by Saran. Now that's in front, and Saran makes a save. And the rebound is to the blue line and cleared out. And Clark absolutely buried Furrow there, and Clark is going out. And we got another man down. This is Furrow. And he's going to get a rough, I believe. So Cooper Clark. Boy, the fans here are interesting, that's for sure. Aren't they?
Hampden Academy, I think, not feeling like it's been a fair whistle. I think Cony has responded, I think, after what I would call the cheap shot that I think really started this all off. And for what it's worth, Cony's had more penalties.
Yep, and that's the one we showed you. Furrow down. And the trainer, she is, I don't know the woman's name. She's getting a lot of ice time tonight, too much.
That is an understatement. As you see here, I think Clark misjudged a little bit. I think he thought they were a little bit closer to the board. You're going to see here. I don't think that was from the back.
Meantime, Isaac Furrow is up, but he ain't getting off the ice easy. He needs help. He's got a right lower body injury, as they like to say in hockey.
Tell you what, Mike, I was looking as he got up. Good to see. Tell you what, the Hampden Academy coaching staff stared daggers over to the Cony box.
So Zach Wilson and his staff. Dan Foster, newly appointed coach of the Cony Rams. And the faceoff's going to be in the right of Bork. We have Clark in the box for what I think will be a roughing penalty. They haven't put it up yet. Clark in the box, face-off to the right of Bork, a 5-on-4 advantage. For the hand, he got a 5-minute major. So a 5-minute major. So this means if Hampden Academy scores, he won't come back. Meantime, Cony wins the face-off. They break it out. And the Rams have control of it. Back in the Cony zone, it's cleared out by Godbout all the way down. So a 5-minute major on Clark for roughing, I assume. Here's Dunn. It goes right through. Merrow goes in and a save by Bork. Merrow with the rebound. Over to Dunn. Here's the announcement.
Number 14, Cooper Clark. A 5-minute major for boarding.
Boarding.
And a 10-minute misconduct.
Merrow open net and a save there by the goalkeeper Bork. He also got a 10-minute misconduct, which you probably heard. So we aren't going to see Cooper Clark the rest of the game. And in fact, he's been, with the amount of minutes, he will not be able to come back. Still in the box. No, actually he's not. He's been removed from the box. So he is literally, no, he is in the box. I take that back. That's 17. Can't be 17. Somebody serving the no, the major. Somebody has to serve that, and he's going to serve the misconduct. Anyway.
Serving the 5-minute major for the Rams.
Here we go.
Number 7, Ethan Longflag.
Ethan Longflag gets anointed as the one who has to sit in the sin bin, despite the fact that he did nothing. Here's Miller at center, 5-on-4. Miller forced wide, tries to jump to the middle. Instead, a one-time bid there, and fanning on it is Shields. He was ready to blast that thing and missed it completely. Swing and a miss by Miles Shields. Dump back in, goes by Dunn, but a change, or at least a partial change here by Hampden Academy. Forechecking all by himself is Shields. It's grabbed by Cony and fired all the way down by Connor Callahan. So 2-10 up right in front, short-handed score! Cale Harrington! Off the new goalkeeper, Ethan Parsons, the freshman who came in. And Harrington with a short-handed goal, and it is 6-0. Puck just found its way to his stick. 5:48 the time of the goal, a short-handed goal. And Harrington makes it 6-0. Not what you want to have happen on a 5-minute power play.
Ooh.
Parsons handles that loose puck. Now Wilson tries to get it into the zone, does flip it in. Not icing, back to get it now for Cony. Gabe Godbout. Godbout lost it, back to the right point it goes. It's Bryant, slides it up, Bork kicks it away. Collected by Cony, they clear it out to center to Wilson. Wilson on the right side to Bryant, can't clear it in. Now Wilson fires it in, Bork with a pad save. Waddell fires it all the way down. Parsons has to handle it. 2 minutes left on the 5-minute major. Here's the announcement.
Assisted by number 27, Zach Waddell.
Waddell with the assist on the shorty.
Of the third.
Time of the goal, 5:48 of the third. And it is 6-0. Centering pass by Cony. Remember, they're the ones who were short-handed here. Here's Godbout, brings it all the way back into his own zone, then fires it up to the Hampden Academy line. Miller over the line, a save by Bork.
And that's just kind of how it's gone tonight for Hampden Academy. Really just not been able to really challenge Bork. Merrill's had a few good looks, and Bork has been up to the task.
1:22 left on the 5-minute major. 7:49 left in the game. It's 6-0 Cony. Face off to the right of Bork. Callahan with the puck. Clears it out. Almost breaking it out for Cony there was Kyle LePage, who's already got 3 tonight. LePage over the line, wraps it in, wraps it around the boards, back to get it. Lucas Dunn. Dunn. Red line. Blue line. Goes wide. Centers it, and Shields missed it. Had a chance about 15 feet away. Shields with it. Kept it in. Dumps it down low. Rolls around the dasher. Collected there by LaValle. And LaValle spikes it out of the zone. Down to forecheck is Harrington, who scored that shorthanded goal a couple of moments ago. At center, here's Dunn. 35 seconds left on the man advantage. A shot trickles right in front, and right there, Donahue could not get that bouncing puck. At the point, it is kept in. Down low, picked up by Harrington. Harrington left it there for LaValle. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Here is Leet. Leet short-handed, stopped on the play by Brody Miller. Fired all the way back to the Cony zone to Callahan. Callahan fires it down. 5 seconds left, and Cony kills off the 5-minute major. And we are back to 5-on-5. In the slot, a shot wide there by Jackson Wing. Off the boards, it's Platt. Cony applying the pressure now, back to 5-on-5. In front, Platt couldn't get it. Waddell comes up in the slot. I think he hit the post. As the young goaltender, Ethan Parsons, getting tested here. Waddell again. That's blocked in front and skated off and fired out of the zone by Furrow. It's on Bork, and Bork decides he'll cover it. As Anderson was coming in, he'll get a draw here with 5:53. left in the third.
I think you're right, Mike. I think Waddell did hit pipe because it didn't look like Parsons got it, and it took a funny bounce.
Yeah, we haven't had much plumbing tonight.
Well, because there's been too many whistles.
Well, at least since the beginning of the second.
Yeah.
All right, face off to the left of Bork. It goes between the point men, and Hampden Academy has to retreat to center. Hard time with it there for Bryant. Bryant has to take it away. Here comes Cony over the line for the Rams. It's LePage. Now near boards, working it out is Bryant. Bryant off the glass, trying to get it up to center to Keegan Lunny. Over the line, done. Tricky move. He gets run into and run over by LePage. That was a clean check. And Cony back with it. Here's LePage. Boy, LePage is a handful. He's from Monmouth.
A heck of a player.
He sure is. Over the line, done. Done some fancy moves. He slid it over, and there was nobody there on the other side. Out to center, it bounces down to Bryant. Bryant gave it away. Over the line now for the Cony Rams, it's Dobbin. Dobbin, shot trickles wide. Right there at the bottom of the circle, Rams keep it alive. A jam in front. Still there, and the shot fired wide by Cale Harrington. Back to the point, Callahan wide. All the way to the top of the circle. Waddell with a shot. That, I think, was sticked aside by Parsons. And now Hampden Academy gets a much-needed clear. And this will be icing with 4:40 to go in the third. 6-0 Cony. We're in Skowhegan tomorrow night for a twin bill. Basketball, Skowhegan and Lawrence. Girls will tip off at 6. Boys will tip off at 7:30.
Yeah, normally you got to pay extra for that kind of coverage. Nope, both free.
Nope, free.
2-for-1 special.
Keep your credit cards.
Mike and I figure we're there. We might as well do both.
Right. Keep your credit cards in your pocket, in your phone, wherever you keep them. We don't need them. Face off to the left here of the freshman goalkeeper Parsons. Ethan Parsons, a freshman, coming in about 5-6 minutes ago. Got some ice time for the kid. Off the face-off, Harrington right out in front. Parsons looked behind him. It wasn't there. Now he's lost his stick. It's in the net right behind him. Back at the point now, Alexander Varl. Now Parsons slides back and grabs his stick. So he's got his equipment. He's got his tools in place. Back is Waddell. Waddell around the boards. Allen intercepts, turns and shoots it off the boards. In front. Nice save there by Bork. Very acrobatic. And he slapped the rebound away with his stick. He paddled that out of there. Over the line, Harrington. Harrington in the middle looking for lead. He couldn't connect. Now we got a whistle. We got an interference call coming here with 3:55 to go in the third. Let's see who's guilty. Is it Miller? Yep, that's his third penalty of the night.
At 3 trips to the box.
He goes out there at 11:05. I didn't see what the call was. In any event, Cony's on the power play. Rams with a 6-0 lead. And coming in to take the draw for Cony, Lincoln Dobbin. On the power play here at the point, unable to keep it in. Callahan has to retreat to center. Callahan over on the other side to LePage. Interference, the call on Miller. Now a steal by Shields. Shields 1-on-3. The number's not good, and Cony able to get rid of it. Now almost a bust out. It is a bust out for Platt. Or check that, it's Dobbin. Dobbin's short side save made there by Parsons. Pretty good job there by Dobbin. Showed some pretty good pucks skills to get that puck on his stick and get a shot away. And Parsons held the short side.
Hey, what, freshman, a little baptism by fire, isn't it?
Yep. Off the draw, Cony wins it back to Callahan, right point. Callahan, side of the circle to LePage, in front, centering pass and missing it there. A one-time bid by Wing, he missed it. Callahan being harassed at center. Fires it in the zone. He'll chase after it himself. He and Wilson and Weil They all jam together. The puck ends up scooting by. Shot is wide. A blast there by Kyle LePage, looking for more.
He didn't miss any of that one, did he?
He's getting greedy, looking for 4 goals.
Looking to put that one through Parsons' glove.
Absolutely, through the building. On the rush, good job here by Leet. Leet all the way, bottom of the circle. Goes to LePage. LePage gets it back, fans. LePage plays pass with Platt. Now LePage has an open man. Pass was behind Leet, though. Leet handles, scoots it back to LePage, quickly over to Platt. Platt, a wrister right into Parsons. Easy save by the rookie.
See this last save, and then let you take a quick look here, show you that blast from LePage here. Going to come out of the screen, absolutely hammer this one. Actually, I think Parsons actually got a piece of that, Mike.
A lot on it. All right, draw one by Cony. Back to Platt. Platt on the power play here, 20 seconds to go. Whoops, fanned on the pass. Gets it back. Side of the circle, Waddell. Give and go, didn't work. Down low, that's Harrington. Harrington, bottom of the circle, side of the circle. Now goes back down low. Switches places with Waddell, and they miss each other on the pass. And out of the box is Miller, but a little bit too late to get to that puck. Platt. Allen has it now, side of the circle. Tries a shot, missed really badly. Over on the far side for Cony, it's Caleb Lorette. Lorette at center. Fires it in. Back on it is Miller. Miller off the glass. Waddell at center. Sweeps it back in. 1.5 to go. 6-0 Cony. Off the boards, far side, Matthew Donahue. Left it there for Bryant. Bryant rolls it in. I think it's offside. It is.
Yeah, he got it out of the zone and then fired it back in. And how about this, Mike? 78 seconds. Bork is away from a shutout, standing on his head.
And really hasn't had to stand on his head.
Nah, really, I think you could count on one hand. I think he's made some really good saves, but there's been about 4 or 5 where I think he's really been challenged.
Kind of a quiet night for number 32 in white and red. And he doesn't mind that.
It still goes down in the books as a shutout.
Yep.
I'd still brag about it the next day.
Damn right. I pitched a shutout last night. Big old goose egg. Big old bagel up there. The donut. It's hockey, so it's a donut. All right. In the slot. Scoots over. Picked up by Ethan Long Flag. He'll be known as ELF for the rest of the season as far as I'm concerned. Here's Fournier. Fournier shoots. Good short side save there by Parsons. Under a minute to go. A scrum in the far corner. A lot of players from both sides. Now Wilson corrals it. Wilson in the middle. Tries a headman pass. It does not connect with Shields. Good idea. But the pass a little bit behind Shields. Kind of went through his skates, and it's icing on the Hampden Academy Broncos with 41.3 seconds left.
Tell you what, Mike, after we got all the rundown before the broadcast of that was it Yarmouth Black Winslow girls hockey game about their dislike, I don't think Hampden and Cony going to be exchanging Christmas cards anytime soon.
Well, they got a little chippy in the second. It's kind of calmed down here in the third, but definitely got chippy there in the second. Off the draw, Cony keeps it in. The Hampden Academy zone. Weil takes a funny bounce. It hit a seam somewhere right in front of backhander. And Parsons has to cover it in front for Cony with Sam Corrigan jabbing away at it, trying to get it loose and get it by Parsons, and Parsons able to get it and cover it.
Nice job there. I think they initially got jammed onto Parsons, who didn't quite grab it. I don't think they got another swing at it, and then Parsons dove on it.
24 seconds left. Face off to the right of Parsons. Hampden Academy working on trying to get 5 skaters out there, and now they do. All right, the draw won by Dunn. Back to the dasher. It's Harrison Barassa. Can't clear it out. Waddell jumps over, kept it in. Then it's knocked out of the zone by Dunn. Dunn a breakaway. Dunn on Bork. Dunn goes in, and the shutout still intact. We got a penalty coming with 8.4. Dunn in alone, and he tried to pull it to the backhand and never really got a shot off. And Bork still has his shutout. So the penalty. Let's see who's going in. Of course, Cooper Clark is still there. He is still in the penalty box. I thought he left, but he is still there. Oh, this is going to be a penalty shot. How about that? A penalty shot with 8.4 seconds to go. Here we go. Lucas Dunn on Ryan Bork, and a save by Bork. Shutout intact. One of the most exciting plays in sports. Dunn on Bork, and Bork won the battle.
How about that? What a way to have to preserve your shutout.
Really, you talk about earning a shutout. He sure did right there. Face-off will be to his right. You don't want to give up an easy one now. Want your teammates to win the draw, get the puck, get it the heck out of the zone, and that's just what they do. That's it. Ryan Bork pitches a shutout, and he is mobbed by his teammates. They knock the net off its moorings and celebrate a 6-0 win tonight over the Hampden Academy Broncos. We'll come back with our post-game show and our Flagship Cinemas Score Player of the Game. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. The final, Cony 6, Hampden Academy nothing. All of that and more coming up next on The Score.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way,
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Mike Violet, AJ Nutt, and our Score crew back here at now nearly empty Thomas College Ice Vault. It happens fast in Augusta, where the Cony Rams have shut out the Hampden Academy Broncos by a score of 6-0. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. You can find them online, cmautogroup.com. That's cmautogroup.com. It's time for our third period breakdown. It's brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. And that third period featured two more Cony goals, including the hat-trick goal for Kyle LePage at 1:34. That made it 5-0 Rams. Dobbin with the assist. Cony up 5-0 there. And Harrington scored a shorthanded goal at 5:48. That was on the 5-minute man advantage on the 5-minute major to Cooper Clark. Harrington stole it in the Hampden Academy zone and scored from Waddell. The shorty made it 6-0 at 5:48. Shots in the third period, Cony with 11, a three-period total of 29. Hampden Academy with 8, a three-period total of 20. And our third period breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Clark did take that 5-minute major, also got a 10-minute misconduct. He's fortunate that he didn't get ejected because an ejection would result in not being able to play the next game. So he got 15 minutes of penalties, but fortunately for him, no ejection. That was for a boarding call. At 3:33, Miller went out to complete his hat trick of penalties tonight. He went out for interference at 11:05. You know, it's interesting. It's a 6-0 game, not a close game at all, but it was a fun, exciting game to watch.
Yeah, well, the first period you get the track meet up and down. Cony kind of obviously goes up 3-0 after one. Then we get all the penalties, gets really chippy. Then it settles down, and you kind of you want everybody to be okay. I think you said it best, right? The trainer got way too much ice time tonight as she had to be out there a bunch. But I think overall, you know, you had a little bit of everything, right? You had a track meet up and down for the first period. You had a bunch of penalties. It got chippy, which rivalries, and again, hope everybody's okay, but rivalries part of hockey. And we talked about it, I think, pregame, that this was a barometer for both these teams. We expect to be solid threats in the postseason. And it kind of played, I think, with that kind of intensity tonight.
It did. You mentioned you hope everybody's okay. I did see Isaac Furrow, who was injured in the third period, helped off the ice. He had to be helped to the locker room, so it looks like that lower body injury could be of significance. That leads us to our Flagship Cinemas Score Player of the Game, and when you pitch a shutout, make 20 saves, but the 20th save is on a penalty shot, you are going to be our Flagship Cinemas Score Player of the Game. Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. Ryan Bork, not peppered with shots tonight. 20 shots is it, but I think the 20th, of course, is going to be the one that people are going to be talking about. That coming on the breakaway, and here we go on this breakaway. Mano a mano, and he made the save there on Lucas Dunn to preserve the shutout, and that came with 8 seconds left in the period, by the way, and when the horn sounded, his teammates mobbed him. What a heck of a way to preserve a shutout. So congratulations to Ryan Bork, our score player of the game, our Flagship Cinemas score player of the game. Basketball tomorrow night, where it is warm inside the gymnasium at Skowhegan High School. Girls and boys, girls at 6, boys at 7. CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com, and on our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. That's going to do it for us here. We're done. The boys are done. Alan, Lucas, AJ, I'm Mike. Good night.
Logan.
What did I say? Lucas?
Alan Lucas.
I don't know.
Alan Logan.
Alan, Logan, AJ, and Mike. Final score here tonight. Cony Rams 6. That's what happens when you get cold. Hampden Academy Broncos 0. We'll see you tomorrow night in Skowhegan.
You've been listening to a high school sports presentation on The Score, brought to you by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Keep posted on what's coming up. Live video and audio of girls and boys high school hockey and basketball. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. The place for local sports is Sports Radio 1160, The Score.